Okay, grab a coffee, let's have a chat. If you told me almost 2 years ago when I first started uploading to this channel that clicking publish would eventually lead me to stepping onto a plane to Sweden, I would have thought you were crazy. For the past 2 years, we've spent countless hours together, building cities, fixing traffic and detailing waterfronts. But last week, Paradox invited me, along with a group of incredible creators, to Stockholm. Sitting on that flight over there, my mind was racing. I couldn't quite believe it. I was going to meet some of the best creators in Cities Skylines history. People I've watched for years across 2 different games, people whose assets I've used, who have poured thousands of hours into this community, map makers whose maps I've used to build cities for months and months and years in some cases. When I started this YouTube channel, going on a work trip was the last thing I thought I'd be doing. Unless maybe it was a site visit to stare at an interesting intersection in the rain, but to be invited to this space is definitely going to be a highlight of my year. And it's all thanks to everybody supporting the channel and watching the videos and just keeping the creativity flowing. Now, of course, the trip didn't start flawlessly. My flight was delayed and I was one of the last people to arrive in Stockholm. I ended up missing the very first informal gathering at the PDX offices the day before. I felt like I'd maybe already missed the boat, but the next morning, walking into breakfast, all of that anxiety melted away. I finally got to sit down and catch up with people I've only ever known through Discord or YouTube thumbnails. Specifically, walking up to Phil, City Planner Plays, and introducing myself to one of the absolute godfathers of the game was such a humbling experience. The whole room was like that. I got to meet so many creators that I chat with daily, and to be honest, it was a little bit strange transitioning from being a fan of these creators to sitting at a breakfast table with them as a peer. Especially somebody like $2.20, whose videos I first started watching all the way back in 2018 when he started his Marble Mountain series. And I'm sure it was pretty strange for them to meet me. I did have to dial in the crazy a little bit, but to be honest, everybody was just super friendly and very welcoming. It was not what I expected. It was a community through and through. But before we dive into the heavy stuff at the conference, we were handed a beautiful swag bag. It's a small thing, but it really sets a tone that we were there for something special. Inside, we got a little Chirper plushie, some IceFlake branded sweets, a coaster, a Paradox branded pen, and all of this is going to live right on my desk, here while I record future videos. And looking at that little Chirper made me think, maybe I've been neglecting him. Maybe I should turn Chirper back on one day and see what he's saying. I genuinely think it's a feature that has the potential to be so much more powerful in the game, especially when it comes to impactful advisements or tutorials. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, the non-disclosure agreement. I can't share the exact details of what we saw and spoke about, but I can talk about the people behind the game. We spent the day in a series of sessions with the IceFlake team. We heard from folks working under the hood on the simulation, the art directors handling visual gameplay, the game designers working to bridge the gap between new players and veterans, and also the team driving PDX mods. And when you play this game this big, it's so easy to forget that there are real people on the other side of the screen trying to make it all happen. And the sheer confidence it takes to tackle a project as complex as Cities Skylines II is pretty commendable. They know exactly what they're tackling. Although there's a long road ahead, I truly believe it's a positive one. We can't expect miracles overnight, but we just have to enjoy the journey along the way. If there's one massive takeaway I brought back from Stockholm, it's this. They are listening, not just to the handful of creators in the hotel, but to everyone playing the game. To be heard, you have to be using the right channels. So if you've got an idea or if you run into a bug, don't just shout into the void. Go to the Paradox forums, submit a bug report, write a structured feedback post. That is the absolute best way to allow others to contribute and help the devs shape the future of this game. And please use timestamps. If you spot a bug in one of my videos or another creator's video, feel free to link it in the forum posts. Show them the issue. If it's not properly on their radar, then we can't expect them to make it better. Like any job, game development is all about priorities, and right now, we just have to give them the right data and let them get on with it. After the conference wrapped up, we had a lovely meal back at the hotel with all the creators and developers and the Paradox team. We reminisced about past builds, what we're working on now, and what we dream about building in the future. And as someone who started as just a fan, watching these creators build cities, sitting at that table and laughing about things that went wrong and right in our saves, it was the perfect end to the Creators Connect event. The following day, after a few late night drinks, a small group of us headed to the edge of town to check out the Stockholm Transport Museum. It's set in this beautiful historic industrial area that's currently being regenerated, a literal city builder's dream like myself, who likes all the little details to walk through. And later that day, I headed to the airport on the Arlanda Express, a fantastic shuttle train between the central station and the main airport going through the Swedish landscape. And guess who I spotted boarding my flight? Only $2.20. He was sitting directly behind me, laptop open, working hard and already prepping the next video for his series. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. So where does that leave us? Let me give you a quick look at what's coming up. First, I had the honour of supporting Paradox by building the city for the new Creator Pack trailers, City Stations by Bad Peanut and Office Evolution by Titan. Being able to talk to both of them in person about the assets was a major highlight. I've also collaborated with Paradox on the tutorial video showcasing how to use those assets in a video soon to be published on their channel. Go check it out and support those creators. They have worked incredibly hard on those packs, and for this channel, we are going to continue Sunny IL throughout the year. And if you've got any build ideas, leave them in the comments below. I'm also collaborating more, continuing the Cities Skylines series with Poplar Ponderosa and Generic Lemon, and hopefully we'll be getting some brilliant guest builders on there too. And finally, our City Showcase series is returning. So if you've got a city, or if you've seen one on Reddit or Discord that deserves a shout, let me know. It's about learning from each other. In addition, we are coming up to our 2-year anniversary of this channel, and I want to give a special shout out to all the patrons and channel members. It might feel like a small contribution to you, but it goes a long way, and knowing that the community support is there is incredibly heartwarming. And you could probably tell in my voice, I probably shouldn't really be doing this video right now, but I really wanted to extend my thanks to absolutely everyone just by showing up, viewing, liking, subscribing, or leaving a comment. You are all just as important, and you make sure that we do this together. It's still early days for this game and for this channel, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what it holds. So thanks for stopping by. Let's keep going, and I'll see you in the next one.